Well, this Friday, the House will vote on the speakership, and Speaker Mike Johnson has found a needed supporter in his quest to retain that duty. Host of Real Ag Radio, Shaun Haney, joins us now to discuss the latest on this. Shaun, good to have you with us. So who supports Speaker Johnson and who are his detractors?
Hey, great to be with you here this morning, and Happy New Year to everybody out there in the RFDTV audience. And good news for Speaker Johnson, possibly. President-elect Donald Trump has offered his complete and total endorsement of Speaker Johnson, as the House, as you said, will vote on Friday on his return to the speakership, potentially. On Truth Social, President-elect Trump said, Speaker Mike Johnson is a good, hardworking, religious man. He will do the right thing, and we will continue to win. Mike has my complete and total endorsement, MAGA. Now, his detractors, Republican from Kentucky, Thomas Massie, has been a strong dissenter, which does not help Johnson's math on the needed votes, as the Democrats have said they will not save Johnson this time around. Now, if you thought that a Trump endorsement is just it's done, it's a clear path for Johnson to retain the speakership, probably think again. Massie, in reply on X to President Trump, said, hey, I respect and support President Trump, but his endorsement of Mike Johnson is going to work out about as well as his endorsement of Speaker Paul Ryan. So Friday could be an interesting vote.
That is going to be an interesting vote. Now, I understand that it is very, very tight, that even losing one vote could make a difference. So for the Republicans who have reservations about Johnson, what are you hearing is their issue with him?
Yeah, so he does need 218 votes, has 219 sitting members. Remember, Matt Gaetz had resigned his seat. And as I mentioned, possibly no Democrats or Massie supporting him. The math is very tight. They're going to need all hands on deck from a vote perspective. Some of the dissension that towards Speaker Johnson from the Republican side has been his handling of issues like the end of year funding package. It's fueled this intra-party dissatisfaction, complicating his path to securing the speakership. And we also have a situation on the Democrat side of the aisle where they feel he kind of turned his back on them, on what they had agreed to. And I guess all in all, we're living in this time where working with the other political side to find compromise is really viewed as working with, even the enemy, or deemed to be a violation of your political morals. And so when you have such a tight majority, you have to work with the other side of the aisle, which has become very, very complicated for Speaker Johnson.
It has. And so what are the consequences if Speaker Johnson does not have the votes on Friday?
Well, I think there's a couple things here. Now, broadly, 100,000 feet is, a lot of people questioning, the Republicans' ability to be very good governors in this Trump 2.0 administration that is fast approaching. There's a commentary in the Wall Street Journal this week basically saying if Republicans can't even elect a speaker without a meltdown, it will bode ill for the next 2 years. Pretty harsh criticism there from the Journal. But in the short term, any sort of delay. Remember, the last time it took about 3 weeks, I believe, to elect Speaker Johnson. The last time we had this tight vote and the Republicans trying to find a speaker. Any sort of delay could push back the electoral vote for January 6th, or even the inauguration for President-elect Trump on January 20th. So this is an important vote on Friday for Republicans.
It certainly is. I'm always impressed with how you keep up with everything going on in America. With you being there in Canada, we know the two countries are very close. And Happy New Year to you. That's host of Real Ag Radio, Shaun Haney. Appreciate your time and all the insight there. You can catch Shaun on his show, Real Ag Radio, which airs at 4:30 p.m. Eastern weekdays on Rural Radio, channel 147 on Sirius XM. And we will talk to him again on Thursday on Market Day Report.